The Great Uprising of 1381, Peasants' Revolt for Justice. Welcome, fellow historians, to an in-depth exploration of the Great Uprising of 1381, familiarly known as the Peasants' Revolt. This momentous event, rooted in the heart of medieval England, provides an unprecedented look into the socio-economic struggles and the tenacious human spirit striving for justice. Throughout this video, we will delve into the origins, progression, and aftermath of the revolt, examining its lasting impact on both contemporary and future generations. Our story unfolds in 14th century England, an era marred by the devastating repercussions of the Black Death. The pandemic had not only halved the population, but also reshaped the economic landscape, unsettling the traditional feudal structure. An air of uncertainty loomed as peasants, whose labor had become increasingly valuable, were subjected to oppressive taxes and economic demands imposed by the ruling class. Central among these impositions was the infamous poll tax, a flat charge levied regardless of income. This regressive taxation, along with a series of economic hardships, intensified the already palpable tensions. Imagine the plight of the common peasant, grappling with insufficient resources, while the weight of unrelenting taxes bore down mercilessly upon them and their families. Such economic strains fueled a rising tide of discontent across England. The ever-widening chasm between the impoverished peasantry and the affluent ruling class only served to deepen the sense of injustice. Landlords and nobles exerted undue pressure on those beneath them, creating a powder keg of resentment poised on the edge of explosion. By 1381, the simmering dissatisfaction reached a boiling point. The introduction of an even harsher poll tax ignited the sparks of rebellion. Dispersed pockets of resistance coalesced into a powerful movement, driven by the collective demand for equitable treatment and a more just society. In the midst of this upheaval, leaders emerged whose names would become synonymous with the Peasants' Revolt. Wat Tyler, a charismatic figure, captured the hearts and minds of the disenfranchised, while the fiery preacher, John Ball, voiced the radicals' ideological beliefs. Their combination of tactical leadership and ideological fervor galvanized the masses, setting the stage for revolution. Emboldened by their leaders, peasants across England organized themselves with surprising efficiency. They began their iconic march on London, a strategic move designed to bring their grievances to the heart of power. This unprecedented mobilization showcased the determination of the oppressed class to effect change and seek redress for their suffering. As the march progressed, the peasants scored significant victories, seizing key positions along their path. Their goal was twofold: to demand changes from the monarchy itself and to inspire fellow villagers to join the movement. The city's gates opened, revealing a populace ready to welcome the insurgents, some out of genuine support, others coerced by fear. The streets of London witnessed a series of climactic events as the rebels confronted the forces of King Richard II. Efforts to negotiate peaceful resolution unfolded against a tumultuous backdrop of tension and potential violence. This segment dissects the pivotal moments as demands were set forth by the revolt's leaders, marking a crucial juncture in their quest for justice. The zenith of the uprising saw the commoners standing resolute against the might of the monarchy. With their impassioned leaders at the helm, the rebels demonstrated unwavering courage and unity. This section narrates the unfolding drama, highlighting their daring tactics and the near success of their revolt against tyranny. At merely 14 years old, King Richard II faced an unprecedented leadership challenge. As the tumult reached its crescendo, his strategy vacillated between agreeing to reform and planning retribution. This segment scrutinizes his responses, exploring the delicate balance he struck between quelling the rebellion and maintaining royal authority. The movement's momentum experienced a sudden shift with the death of Wat Tyler. In a tragic turn of events during negotiations at Smithfield, Tyler was slain, creating a void in leadership that threatened to unravel the revolt's gains. This pivotal moment is examined to understand its ramifications on the uprising's fate. In the aftermath of Tyler's demise, the revolt quickly unraveled. King Richard II was quick to suppress the uprising, deploying harsh measures to re-establish control and punish dissenters. This chapter details the repressive steps taken, capturing the swift vanquishment of the once rampant rebellion. With the revolt extinguished, England faced a new reality, one in which the echoes of the Great Uprising remained. In the immediate aftermath, the ruling class swiftly reinstated their dominance, but the fear instilled by the revolt shaped their governance and tempered their approach. Though squashed at the surface, the Peasants' Revolt planted the seeds for future social reforms and set the stage for a decline in the rigid feudal system. This segment examines how the events of 1381 precipitated gradual changes in land ownership, labor rights, and governance. The legacy of the uprising transcended its immediate effects, leaving a lasting impression on future civil rights movements and shaping the socio-political landscape of England. Analyzing its didactic value, this section highlights its importance as a precursor to subsequent struggles for equity and justice. The Peasants' Revolt provides enduring lessons on the dynamics of oppression and resistance. As we reflect on the past, we are reminded of the eternal quest for justice that resonates throughout human history. These lessons underscore the significance of vigilance against inequity, drawing parallels to contemporary global struggles. Historians offer diverse interpretations of the revolt, debating the nuances of its motivations, consequences, and real significance. This segment provides an overview of key academic perspectives and sheds light on the evolving understanding of this historical watershed moment. To aid our exploration, vivid reenactments and period-accurate visual storytelling breathe life into the narrative, enhancing our understanding of events that transpired in 1381. Incorporating primary sources and historical artifacts adds authenticity and depth to our depiction. In closing, we honor the spirit of those who dared to challenge the established order, a testament to humankind's quest for justice. The revolt of 1381, though ultimately quelled, catalyzed a transformation that rippled through history, inviting continued study and reflection on its enduring themes. Educators are encouraged to integrate this pivotal point of history into curricula, fostering critical discussions among students and enriching their comprehension of past and present societal dynamics. Let this exploration inspire students to pursue further research and uncover the latent connections between 1381 and our world today. For those inspired to dive deeper, we provide a curated list of readings and resources, including seminal books, academic articles, and access to primary documentation, further enabling scholarly inquiry into the Peasants' Revolt. As we draw this exploration to a close, we leave you with a challenge. Reflect on how the echoes of 1381 reverberate today, urging us to remain vigilant in defense of equity and communal resilience against tyranny throughout history and beyond.